Hi, my name is Ian Bale, and for this assignment, I focused on the Tang Dynasty. Um, the Tang Dynasty ruled China from 618 to 907 CE. I chose the Tang Dynasty because it's often described as a golden age in Chinese history, and throughout this project, I learned about the Tang's political structure, the economic growth, the cultural achievements, and long-term influence that the Tang had on East Asia. For some initial perceptions, I had a general understanding of dynastic China. I knew that emperors ruled for long periods and that the mandate of heaven was it was used to justify how they ruled. I understood that dynasties rose and fell based on their ability to maintain order. If you weren't able to do that, you're out. Um, I did assume that most ancient governments relied mainly on their inherited power and their status, but I didn't fully understand how organized, especially the Tang government, was, or how influential China itself was beyond its own borders. Just how massive their reach was during this time period, especially. Some transformative insights. One of the most significant insights I had was how structured the Tang political system was. This dynasty expanded from the it expanded the civil service examination system, um, which had selected officials based on their knowledge of certain text rather than just being birthed as a noble. This showed me that, like, specifically education and merit played a huge role in governing China. I also realized how centralized authority helped maintain stability over a large empire. The Tang emperors relied on bureaucracy to manage taxation and law and regional administration. Um, Economically, I was surprised at the scale of trade. Like, you don't even understand. Um, the Silk Road, especially, it connected Tang China to Central Asia, the Middle East, and like even parts of Europe. The capital city of Shanghai, um, it became one of the largest and most diverse cities in the world. Um, like, trade increased wealth, and it encouraged cultural exchange just throughout the world. Um, it's crazy. Culturally, I learned that the Tang Dynasty was like a golden age of poetic and artistic development. Certain poets like Li Bai and Du Fu shaped Chinese literature for centuries. Buddhism especially expanded during this period and influenced art and philosophy. Um, and the combination of political stability and economic strength allowed culture to flourish. Like, um, it's beautiful. Uh, I also learned oof, about the Alushan rebellion and how much it weakened this dynasty. Um, Even strong governments like this one, it can decline when certain military leaders gain too much regional power. Um, this helped me better understand the dynastic cycle, like, especially. Um, they're like Icarus. They flew too close to the sun. Oh, sorry. For some perspective changes, this assignment definitely changed how I viewed ancient empires. I used to think that early governments were just simple monarchy, basically marn, monarchies with limited structure. Now I see that, like, especially the Tang Dynasty, they had highly organized administration, um, and they had long-lasting institutions. It also changed my understanding of global history. Um, for example, like, Europe was still in in its medieval period, but China was experiencing like its strong political organization, huge economic growth, and a lot of cultural development. Um, the Tang Dynasty was also just not isolated. Like it played a major role in shaping East Asia. Oof, sorry to burp. For appreciation for Chinese history, this project definitely increased my appreciation for Chinese history because it's able to demonstrate how advanced and influential these dynastic systems were. The Tang Dynasty created models for governments that lasted for centuries. The civil service examination system it influenced later dynasties and even like neighboring countries. Um, I now understand that the Tang Dynasty was not only important within China, but across just East Asia. Its political organization, the trade networks it gave, and the cultural achievements, it left a lasting legacy throughout the world. Studying the Tang Dynasty helped me see China as a central force in global development during this time period. And it was crazy to learn so much about this. Um, I'm really glad that I was able to do this assignment, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya.